3, 2, 1.
Hey there, hi there, ho there, folks. Welcome to your Friday night edition of NoogaPrints Live here on TikTok. I thank you guys so much for being here. We've got a handful of folks. Excuse me. That was... You guys didn't want to hear that. Trust me. Or that, although you may have. Sorry. I chugged the last of a monster. What happened to my hat? Huh. I look like a labubu. Anyway, I don't care. Whatever. Does it change when I do that? I don't know what's going on with that. That has completely freaked me out. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Again, we do have a handful of folks here that are live. I want to remind you guys, we do go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 p.m. here on TikTok. And if I'm not here at 6, by George, I'll do my absolute best to be here as close to that as humanly possible. Sometimes it's 6:02. Sometimes it's 6:17. Sometimes it's 9:05. But I will still notify you if I'm going to be late. More often than not. Okay. Anyway. So, today's drop. Mystery egg box. Yeah. Doesn't tell you much, does it? Just says it's a mystery. So we're going to go over this mystery tonight for you guys. Because you guys are cool. And I think you deserve to be a part of the not so mysterious mystery. Okay? So, we didn't do a giveaway this week. It was a busy week for everybody, and I didn't want to be, bouncing back and forth with everybody having a hard time being able to see what's going on and be able to keep up and stuff like that. But what we've got currently printing right now, just here in this small little screen here, we've got a dragon scale controller cover. If that's something you think you might be interested in or you want to check them out, I've got them for both PS5s as well as the Xbox. With that being said, we've got like 5 or 6, I think it's 5 different variants for those. And then we also have like the docks and the hat keeps changing. And crap. The nunchuck thingies for the Switch. That's really going to bug me now. I'm not going to be able to figure out what's going on with this thing. Every time I look, it's going to completely throw me off. It's when he touches his nose. Is it like the Santa thing? Oh, dude! It is. That's messed up. You totally did make me touch my nose. Anyway, I gotta do it. Okay. Anyway, so where was I at? Oh, yeah, we got the controller covers going. Again, there's like 5 different variants there. There's also some Switch paraphernalia and things like that. A veritable cornucopia of options, if you will. Just saying. Somebody mentioned my monster. I'm going to go ahead and pop the top on that because I'm feeling kind of rebellious tonight. But I'd like for you to check out my handy-dandy can holder. Oh, what's that, you say? That is the NoogaPrints tag for TikTok. It's not an QR code for you to scan to go to the TikTok channel, but you know what? We're working on it. I'm prototyping these out. This is a can holder. It's meant to look like one of those puffy jackets. The only thing missing is the zipper for it, which I will be printing later because I completely forgot to do that. Instead, I started printing the controller cover. But hey, why not? But yeah, they work pretty good. You don't have to worry about trying to cram your can down in it or rip your can out of it. It actually doesn't. It's not super snug, so I may try to figure out something to make it a bit more snug, like maybe add some foam to it on the inside. I'm not sure yet, but I think that's pretty cool though, being able to your drink, even if it's super, super cold, it's got its own puffy jacket. And yeah, So I'm working on expanding that out. But those are available on the website, NoogaPrints.shop, if you guys are interested. What we have been working on elsewhere or on other printers, I've been working on trying to get ahead. I realized it was just Christmas, and I've already changed the logo to the New Year's logo. I get that. I'm trying to stay trendy, but I'm also trying to keep up and get ahead on some of the future holidays that were. Good Lord. I'm trying to get ahead on those. So I decided I'm looking at Valentine's Day and maybe St. Patrick's Day right now, because I figure Easter is still a little bit away. But Valentine's Day, one of the things I came up with, or ideas I found, was this cute little heart-shaped Lego necklace, like bracelet charm kind of thing. I figured it would work for, it's supposed to be keychains is what it's marketed as, but I thought it would work as a cool little keychain charm, bracelet charm, or even on a necklace or something like that for friends to have, and you each take a piece, but when you come together, it makes the whole heart. Makes the whole heart. I thought that was really cool. I found that file, and I thought other folks would enjoy it too. So that's for the Valentine's Day. What I've got, that's just one. That's not going to be the only thing we do for Valentine's Day. But for St. Patrick's Day, what I've done is I've printed out about a handful of these 4-leaf clovers. I've done them, you can't see it because of my hat. I've done them in gold, but I'll do some in green too. And then there's going to be some keychains that go with that we do have listed on the website already. And then something that wasn't exactly a holiday theme, but I had been asked about them, is these little articulating foxes. And these are actually keychains. We do have a bigger version of these that are not keychains. If you guys remember seeing the wolves that I took to the event recently at New Life Church, I found some foxes that I thought looked really cute, and figured I'd print some of those out too. But I've got about 15 of those printed out. So if you guys are interested in those, hit me up, and we can make that happen. I will be doing some more Highland cows once I reduce the size. Jordan, I believe I need to get with you about that. Don't I? Isn't your... Yeah, I've got some stuff for your dad. I just don't remember. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. Okay, so we've got just over 1,100 items listed now on noogaprints.shop. Yay! We're kicking them up there, and it's doing the things. I wanted to change the hat. The whole frilly thing was getting to me. But wait. There. I like the pimp hat. It's the fuzzy wuzzy hat. Anyway, sorry. Let's get into the drop. What do you say? The drop today, what was it again? Say it with me now. Mystery egg box. You're right, kids. Let's get into that. Okay. First up, we have what is affectionately referred to as the playful egg, which is cute. I know it is. Can't tell if it's pimp or Amish. Hey, bro, it's both. And these come in two forms, okay? The picture. You guys know how I feel about the pictures that are sent out with these files. I don't have enough time to print out each of these before I actually put it on the website or we do the lives. Otherwise, I would have some better pictures. But these come as either a toy or a keychain. The size is 3.5 centimeters, which I believe is right at about an inch. Somebody can quote me on that, I guess, or can fact check me on that. Let's see. Oh, it's centimeters. Yes. Centimeters to inches. It is 1.37 inches. 1.377 inches. Dang it, the hat's back. Change it. The heck with it. Okay. So right at an inch and a half tall. Not huge, but you know, does size always matter? You know, and then we're talking about a keychain here. So I think a keychain being a little smaller is a bit more advantageous. It doesn't get bound up in your pocket as much, or be real heavy hanging on your bag or something. If you got it on your backpack. Anyway, this one's called Playful Egg, and I'll get to the cuteness part of this in just a second when we get to the video. But there it is, hanging as a keychain. Here's the video. See what it is? It's got that little fidget function to it that you kind of push it up from the bottom, and he pops out. So I thought that was pretty cute. And again, these can be keychains or not. There's no price difference in them, but they all are $3 a piece. All of these eggs are $3 a piece. Next up, we have Joyful Egg, which not sure if that's joy or not, but we'll just say okay, But nonetheless, they're just really cute. I thought they were quite funny looking. And to have them pop out like that, it's funny. But again, you can select either the keychain or the toy, and as you can see, there is no price difference between them. I'm absorbing the cost of the keychain part of it. It's not a big deal. Next up, we've got Confident Egg. That looks more like a constipated egg, but again, we'll just take their word for it and say he's confident. Not sure what he's confident about, but yeah. Joyful looks like he's just whatever. But yeah, they don't give us a whole lot of like action poses with these, but how many action poses can you do with something that's hanging out in an egg, I thought it was kind of cute. Again, I thought it was cute though, So there's that. TGIF, thank you so much for the gifts, the Tiny Christmases and the TGIF. That's awesome of you. See, if you guys were here in the live, you could be hooking up with gifts too. It'd be amazing. More of you guys should tune in live. I'm just saying. Next up, we have the Happy Egg. That looks more like he's had a few too many monsters himself. Yeah. But again, we'll just jump to the end of it, because I mean that's what's really came for, was to see him pop out the egg, eliminate the mystery and stuff. So that's the Happy Egg. Next up, we've got the Stylish Egg. He's ripping that thug life, Got them glasses on. He's pimping. Pium, 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 pium. But apparently I didn't put a video with this one. You know what? I think it would have been where it was just popping up out of the egg. Just saying. And then last but not least, with regards to the eggs, we've got the Goofy Egg. This is my spirit egg right here. The Goofy Egg. Yeah, I tell ya, we're goofing it up here, guys. But yeah, we're just going to again skip to the video here. I can't get my eyes to do that. I mean, I'm sure they do it without me realizing it, but just saying. Then last but not least, the way we're going to make this a set, okay, because I told you guys that I had them as the individuals and then I had them as a set. That was all the individual eggs. Now, we can do the mystery egg carton, which includes all of the eggs and this carton for $15. And you can, again, pick if you want them to be keychains or if you just want them to be toys. Okay? The egg carton, though, only holds 4. I think that's where the mystery part of it comes in, because whoever's looking at it has no idea which 4 they're going to be. So, and that the way it's together, see that you can see the split there for the top piece and the bottom piece. I believe the top piece is meant to hold the eggs in place, so that way you can kind of poke up from the bottom or whatever. I thought that was kind of cute and rather ingenious. It does not. I feel like an idiot. Anyway. It'd make a lot more sense if that's what it did. Not even gonna lie. Yeah. It'd make a lot more sense if it did that. That's what I get for talking before I actually looked at the stuff, though, huh? Anyway, so that's the mystery egg carton drop. So for those of you who are watching in the future and missing out on all the fun and frivolity that all these other people are being subjected to, getting to participate in, this is it for you guys. Tune in next time live, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on The Tick and the Talk. The tick to the talk, to the tick to the talk, to the tick to the talk, to the talk. Anyway, whatever. Yeah. Just come in here at 6. We'll be here. Okay, toodles.